Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel. Beautiful golden rays, let's get it going. So guys, straight to it, we're speaking of women are not the problem, okay? Now this may trigger some people, get some dislikes, etc., and that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. So what do I mean by women are not the problem? Now, if you guys have been anywhere in this manosphere on YouTube as far as, Red Pill and this, and just a lot of YouTubers, a lot of them take on the role of just kind of degrading women. Everything is the woman's fault, women are liars and cheaters and this, almost like they're the devil, okay? And again, each to their own, that's fine if they think that, but I want to give you guys my opinion. Now, we bring it back to a biological, physiological, psychological standpoint as far as masculinity and femininity goes, the energies, which I've spoken about in this channel multiple times. Now, masculinity, as you guys know, is very forward-thinking. It's very progressive. It likes to, simply put, move forward, whether that's improve physiques, businesses, maybe build things, okay? And naturally, the feminine energy likes to follow. It likes leaders, okay? It wants to essentially latch on to then move forward. It works beautifully because the feminine energy is able to support the masculine, and the masculine is able to move forward, which then supports everybody. Him, the woman, society, etc., This is how the energies work. Now, with that said, if you are noticing, at least from my hundreds of client calls, guys, and my own experience in life, if you are noticing issues with the femininity, with the energy that naturally wants to follow and actually, believe it or not, support the masculine energy to move forwards, if you're noticing issues with this, whose fault do you think that is? Well, I'll keep it short. 9 out of 10 times, it's your fault. It's the masculinity's fault. Do you want to know why? Because like I said, femininity naturally follows, okay? Meaning, it's very hard for the feminine energy to do something wrong if it follows. Does that make sense? I mean, how can someone do something wrong if it's just following the actions of someone else? So technically that means that there is someone before the feminine that is doing the wrong, or at least conveying a certain message that then has her show something you don't like. Right. So what I'm saying, guys, is it's your fault, okay? As men, it's always our fault, and it always will be our fault, and this is just, this is just evident, okay? I kind of think of it like this. And this is what I used to clients many times. You think of the employer and the employee. You as the man, masculine energy, you are the employer, you could say. Again, don't get too attached to the labels I'm saying, but for the sake of this video analogies, you're the employer, you're the empire, you're the business, okay? And women are the employees. They essentially help that business skyrocket and grow. Now, if there's an issue with the employee, okay, whose fault is that? 9 out of 10 times, that's the employer's fault. And if you're a good employer or a good boss, you will take on that role. You will take responsibility for their mistakes. Now, I used to work at an ice cream store, Baskin-Robbins, and I don't remember doing it, but I left, and this is actually a really good example, I left the freezer open one of the nights. It was one of the newer shifts. I hadn't been there too long, and I melted 7 cakes. That was over $300, $400 worth of down the drain. Do you know what my boss did? Even though he could have fired me right then and there, and I was extremely convinced I was going to get fired. Dude, even though he was upset, he took full responsibility. He was like, you know what, it sucks, but I should have told you that. I should have said, hey, we have to be more careful with this, yada, yada, yes. He immediately took responsibility, and I never forgot that. This is 5 years ago. I've never forgot that. I was at such a vulnerable state where I could have just been left and blamed, and employee's fault, woman's fault, they have to learn, so smart. Dude, as a little 15, 16-year-old guy, he took full responsibility. That's how masculinity works. That's how it should work. That's how it has to work. So, there are many things that I'm pointing in this video, but pointing and blaming the opposing end for their misdoings not only is 90% of the times your fault, because it's just a reflection of your lack thereof, but 2, it gets nothing done. How do you expect anything in your external world to change if you keep blaming it? Because then you're at the whim of its will. If it doesn't want to change, well, then you're fucked. You see, I would rather it be my fault. If I'm not getting the reaction or the response from a particular woman or employee or anything in life, even if it stings in the moment, I would rather long-term in the macro level to take responsibility, because then I know I can fix it. And you can fix it. Because everything in your external world is merely just a reflection of your internal world. Women are no different. So if a woman is giving you issues, whether it's shit testing or this, with a myriad of things that men just continue to demonize and point out, that is because of your doing. That is your fault. That's a hard pill to swallow. And a lot of people aren't going to like that. It is your fault. And do you want to know why I'm okay that it's my fault? Because now I can fucking fix it. And if I can fucking fix it, then you guys can fix it. Okay, so I don't want to hear any of this shit as far as, oh, I'm not good looking enough, I'm not this, or that. Dude, you've already lost. If you think this way, you've lost, okay? And I genuinely wish you the best. control what you can, fix what you can, and understand that everything comes back to you. And even if it doesn't, let's just say maybe it is the woman's fault or the issue, like all the YouTubers say it is. You have the choice to, I mean, dude, like, it always comes back in your court. You have the choice to leave, to walk away. You don't have to take abuse from anybody. What is that quote? Any abuse that happened started because you allowed it to happen. Something like that. Dude, if you're in a shitty, you have a shitty employer, let's say, or shitty employees, you always have the power to walk away. Okay? So you gotta stop victimizing yourself and acting like you're at the whim of their will, because, dude, you're not. Like, you gotta grow up. You're not. Okay? 90% of the times it's your fault. You're doing something or you're not doing something, which is having them act out in certain ways. And the times where, let's just say it is their fault, right? Daddy issues, just life. Then get the fuck out. I don't understand, and I really don't see the big fuss. I don't see why it's a huge problem. And I think that a lot of these guys are just making these videos because they're targeting, well, I know they are. They're targeting a lot of you guys who are insecure as men. And we love pointing fingers, man. Because if we can point fingers as to why we're miserable, well, then it takes the weight off our shoulders. But in reality, it never does, because you're still going to be miserable. Does that make sense? So anyways, that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys don't have to agree. You don't have to like it. That's completely fine. You guys let me know what you guys think down below. We're all entitled to our own opinions here, and I will finish there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope this helps, and I truly believe I know it will help. If you guys apply it, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. You guys know what's up. Coaching, course, workshop. You guys know the plug. I don't know if this is a video to plug too heavily, because I feel like this might stir the pot a bit, but it's always there. Down below, you can check them there to learn more, and I will finish there. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Till next time. Peace.